Okay, here's a short review of functions. I'm going to see if you can get the questions right as we go through it. This is a linear equation in the form of y equals, and we know that we can either put f of x, same as y, equals 4x plus 2. So here are the choices. X is 0, x can be negative 1, and then it has y is 10. So I want you to take a moment, and I'll do the first one for you. Let's say that x is 0. So that's saying 4 times 0, and you know that's going to be 0. So that tells you that y would be 2. So the answer would be 0, 2 here. Okay? And also, we look at the second one if it's negative 1. So if x is negative 1, that's saying 4 times negative 1 is going to give you a negative 4. And then plus your 2, that's going to give you a negative 2 here. That's why that's going to be negative 2. And now it says the y is 10. So now we have to substitute. Let me erase this. And we have y is 10. So then we will put 10 equals 4x plus 2. So now we're going to subtract 2 from both sides. Your writing is a little messy. Hope you get it. So that means this is 8 equals 4x. So that tells us that x is equal to 2. So the 2 would be here. So in the blank, your answer will be 2. The first one would be 0, 2, negative 1, negative 2, and 210. Whoops, 210. Hope y'all getting this. Okay, try the next one. Let's see if you get it right. Okay, here are the answers to number 2. So it's saying that you put z. First of all, you could put it in form of y equals. If you notice, this is not in a form of y equals. But if you didn't, that's fine too. You just substitute. If 0 is your x, you would put 0 in for x, and you have 4 as y. This was pretty self-explanatory. If you had any questions or you have anything that's a mistake, I will explain it. Now, I think I'll get you started with this next one. It's a little more complex than before. So let's look out, change the color of my pen. And number 3, it says x equals 5y. Okay, so you could either change it to y equals if you'd like, or you can just leave it like this. If you put, this is x is 0. So if you have 0 equals 5y, so you divide both sides by 5. Anytime you divide by 5, 0 by 5, you're going to have 0. So that's saying if your x is 0, then your y is 5. Okay. A few minutes ago, I had incorrect answer here. It's 0, 0. So when you have x is 0, then you say y is 0. Now you're going to subtract, you're going to substitute the y for 2. So you have x equals 5 times 2. Okay, so x equals 5 times 2 because the y is 2. So we can go ahead and put it over here. So what's the y being 2? What's our x going to be? So we see the x will be 10. Okay, I'm going to give you a moment to do the last two. I'll give you a hint. The third one, you're going to have a fraction, okay? The last one, you will not. Let's see if you can figure it out. Okay, here are the answers for number 3. So you notice this is 7 is x, 7 divided by 5, or 7 over 5 is y. And the last one, there should be a comma there, right there. Negative 15 is x, and 3 should be a -3, should be the y of an equal there. It's a -3. So make that correction. So let's go to another section. Here it says graph each equation, give the x and y intercept. So remember that have the x-intercept, y is 0. The y-intercept, x is 0. Okay, let's see if I can do my magic pen. Okay, here's my magic pen. So x-intercept y 0, so I'm going to just crop out y. So what is x? We see x is 2. Okay, you see how it's going to come back to y again. It's erased now. So we see x is 2. So I'm going to go ahead and write x is 2 and y is 0. Okay. Okay, what if I wanted to use my magic pen? Get it to come down. Here we go. And I wanted to make, oh, that erased too. Anyway, we remembered what it was. If we want to make x 0, when x is 0, y is 2. Okay, so let's just look at that and graph it. Let's use a different pen. Let's try the Crayola. So we already said when x is 0, oh, that's a terrible pen there. Let me change that. Can't read it. Let's try this. Nope, not the creative pen. Can't read that either. It's just still a regular pen. So when x is 0, then we say that y is 2. And now when y is 0, we see x is 2. And we just simply graph 0 for x and up to 2 for x and up or down either way. And here is our line right here. So that's what you do. Try to do the next few. Let me know what is the x-intercept and the y-intercept. Write that in the answer choices. Okay, you've noticed that the answer to number 6, x-intercept is 4, 0, y is 0, y-intercept, x is 0, y is 2. We're omitting number 7. If we look down here at number 8, if we were to plug these in, then x is 0, y is 0, x is 0, y is 0. So it's at the origin. That's where our graph would be for number 8. It would go straight through the origin right here. Okay. So you can also change it to y equals by moving the 3x over to the other side of the equal sign, making that negative 3x. So you see that's a negative y. So if I want to multiply by -1, that will change both signs to make it positive y equals positive 3x. So we see the slope is 3 over 1. So if I went up 3, 1, 2, 3, and over 1, my graph is a little off, but that's where it needs to be. That's where the graph needs to be. So the x and y intercept is 0, 0, but we see the slope is 3 because we changed it to y equal to determine that.